Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! Okay, first things first, we have an immediate party crasher. That was kind of weird. Alright! I wanna demonstrate why Flotsam is going to be such an awesome Pokemon to be bringing to this dungeon. We just need an opponent within range. There's one! So let's see here, it is raining right now. Let's use... Water Pulse. And hit twice. That is awesome. So Flotsam has this really great ability. Swift Swim. When the Pokemon uses a move in rain or heavy rain, it uses the move 2 times at once, but only consumes BP for 1 use. So you can understand why Flotsam has been brought into this team, because that is going to be amazing. If only you could fly over lava without getting burned. Lava's just that hot. Okay, so Ice Fang is not going to be that great. Ice Fang. So potent it can freeze a monster literally made of lava. Oh, that was the wrong attack. You got Water Pulse in a different slot. And you're joining? I noticed, by the way, that when Pokemon are about to ask to join you, their enemy icon on the map does not immediately disappear. So every time I defeat a Pokemon, I'm looking at the map to see if the Pokemon is about to join or not. You know, I'm thinking about that Ivysaur that I just evolved. While it has definitely been kind of nice having evolved into... Oh crap, I just realized something. Well, let me finish my first thought. While it would definitely be kind of nice, or it has been nice playing as a Cubone, a part of me definitely wishes that I had started this adventure as a Bulbasaur as I had originally planned. Yeah, the first couple of big bosses would have kicked my butt. But it definitely would have been kind of fun to be a Bulbasaur, and more importantly, evolve into an Ivysaur at some point. The next time I play a mystery dungeon game, Where were you? The next time I play a mystery dungeon game, I am definitely going to make my own choice what I want to be, rather than let the game decide. It was definitely worth letting the game decide this time, but I've done it the one time and that is enough for me. Maddie says, keep in mind the only other one that lets you choose is the most recent new one, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Well, yeah, but I mean in regards to... eventually there's going to be another Mystery Dungeon game released. Right now, I don't know if I'll actually play any of the older ones just yet. I mean, I'm definitely interested in playing Explorers of Sky, but now I'm feeling like that's going to wind up being remade as well at some point. No telling when it'll happen, but it's almost a guarantee. Almost. I feel like this game has done well enough to warrant more remakes. Narrow focus. Moves used in corridors will never miss? That's going to be really useful for Hydro Pump. Sparkle Crow says, to be honest, I want a brand new Mystery Dungeon game. Well, yeah, that would definitely be a nice, but hey, let's try out this never miss thing. Murdered. We need more corridors. Oh, this is not a corridor, however, with you two lined up like this, it's also a good opportunity for Hydro Pump. Anyway, yeah, a new Mystery Dungeon game would definitely be preferable. And in fact, I'm willing to bet that is what's going to be happening next, assuming that there is another Mystery Dungeon game releasing, which I'm fairly confident that this game sold well enough that they'll do another one. This game was kind of the talk of the town for a while. Saw a lot of tweets get posted showing people with a complete save file, all those question marks filled up. I kind of had to look away from them so I wouldn't be spoiled what those question marks are. Thankfully, I don't know what they are. Not that it matters a whole lot, because probably what they are all the legendary Pokemon from Generation 1 to 3. But still, you never know, there might have been a surprise in that bunch. In fact, there definitely would have been a surprise because I had no idea that a Pokemon like Munchlax would be in there, as well as Smeargle. They wound up making it into that question mark list. You know, I say that I would make my own choice in regards to what Pokemon I start out as the next time I play a Mystery Dungeon game. At the same time, it would be kind of fun to be a Pokemon that can walk in lava. Mind you, I don't know how often I would actually use that ability, aside from if there's items hidden in on a little island surrounded by lava, which has already happened in this dungeon, in fact. Yeah, the traversal Pokemon in this adventure have not actually had much use for their traversaling very much in this adventure. Pokemon that can walk across lava haven't really had reason to walk across lava much. Swimming Pokemon and flying Pokemon couldn't go over water or gaps. I mean, the option's there, but they're usually paired with part of a team where that actually wouldn't come into play. But anyway, take this team for example. Let's say we actually did have a fire-type Pokemon on this team. They could, for example, go across that lake of lava over there. Well, I mean, they could, but there wouldn't be much benefit to it, because the Pokemon would be leaving behind the Pokemon that don't have the ability to walk across lava. So, while traversal abilities are kinda nice, they don't get much use in any of these teams unless it so happens that the entire team is able to go across these terrain types. I mean, as it so happens, we happen to have one of those teams. If we encountered any water, this whole team would be able to go across the water. But I'm not bringing a mostly water team to a water dungeon. I'm glad at the very least that putting these Pokemon on top of lava, a game is kind enough to put the fire-resistant Pokemon on the lava. That said, how's this going to work out for the fish? You seem to be a little bit stuck. How unfortunate. Will you get burned if we... Okay, you don't get burned by being near it at the very least. Your hitbox is, in fact, still right in the middle. Hacks! I call hacks! The fish is so big, can't exactly hop in the air and do flips. Kind of got a very mellow victory animation. What's this? Attack up. I'll see if we can swap something out. Save that for somebody else. Halfway tempted to toss away the gold ribbon since I don't need the money. But like I said, it would be really neat if I wound up having a million Poke. Hi, Drop Seed. You know, we have not encountered any more situations of blindness. There was that one time I purposely ate grimy food to see what would happen, and I wound up becoming blind, and it made the entire room dark. The Pokemon that you had in the lead could not see anything, but that was the only time it actually happened. We haven't, like, encountered any traps that made you blind. I thought for sure we definitely would be finding those. You know, if I ever die and get reincarnated into a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon world, getting to be a Pokemon, first off, I hope that I remember my old life, because I'm going to carry with me the life lesson: don't go into a mystery dungeon all alone. You kind of wind up in a bad situation. I saw the Marowak there, and it's like, crap, did I get lost in the dungeon? But no, as I had already mentioned, I know better than to go into a dungeon alone. I mean, that didn't stop me from going into Purity Forest alone, but that was kind of a requirement, going alone. My big mistake was assuming that I was the correct Pokemon to go in alone. I wonder what mystery dungeons were like before the world started ending. Do you just have no idea where to go? Because supposedly all the Pokemon in these dungeons started freaking out because the world was ending. That was the story reason anyway. So it kind of makes you wonder, were mystery dungeons previously quiet and peaceful? Just little caverns that you could have fun exploring? So it just occurred to me that I forgot to adjust the volume and lower the volume of the game because of my previous stream, the game being quieter, so I had the volume turned up. At least it wasn't a huge difference. Odds are the game audio was not completely blowing out your speakers. Okay, we need to, like, get in here and help out this Numo. Or not. You know, I've noticed that whenever attacks are happening off-screen, the action goes faster than I can keep up with because they don't bother playing the animations when they're not on screen. And so, a whole lot of stuff happens rapid fire before I have a chance to react and try to rescue the Pokemon lagging behind. It's kind of annoying. Well, this is thankfully a short floor. We'll take care of you, grab the things, and head straight into the boss fight. Who's gonna take the lead? Let's say Flotsam takes the lead. This is the fiery field. It is no place for your kind. I am Entei. I live surrounded by the fiery lava of volcanoes. Depart from here immediately. You know, I suppose another reason that Pokemon are still fighting us through these dungeons is because they're very territorial. Okay, we need Flotsam to get into range to attack you. And then we have some fun with Hydro Pump. I don't think we'll have to worry about what's happening too much, though I am curious what sort of damage you just took there, Combuskin. 40 points. And this is going to turn out interesting. Still in range for Hydro Pump. Confused, nice. Ooh, Fire Spin. Now that's a ton of damage, and that finished the fight. No problem. Okay, nickname for Entei. I'm gonna try to do the nickname thing again. Team courage in the fierce battle of Lieutenant Personal Entei. Entei joined your team. Has a rare quality riled up. I suppose if I wanted to just be silly and not really worry about a nickname, I could just do that. That would be kind of silly. I know it's like one of those Spanish upside down exclamation marks, but it totally looks like a misplaced I. No suggestions? Then I'll just go with that, because why not? Want my activity to join? Don't have one? Yes. so many Pokemon that I don't have in any camps. I forget how many quests we had for this place. Aside from a lot. And these are definitely worth a lot. Is it racist to say that all Marowaks look alike whenever I'm a Marowak too? Such good rewards too. You know, I noticed that these rescue missions often give us more than one reward, but the billboard only mentions the one reward. Well, I don't have to worry about recruiting any Mawiles now. Like this one. I don't know what reward Weedle was offering on the Help Wanted board back there, but it was definitely not both of these. Okay, let's see here. Where are we going next? We're going to a place next, that is for certain. Still keeping the band seed on hand, storing that. Don't necessarily need more than one Revive All Orb. Honestly, these roaming beasts are still pretty easy to take down. I haven't really had to use any of these special items. Still gonna bring them along just in case. So Lightning Field, we only have 4 quests here. Don't have to worry about bringing any items. We do have an escort. Conveniently, the escort is a Nidoqueen, so don't have to worry about her getting zapped by all the electric Pokemon here. And it is largely electric Pokemon, as well as a Cacturne and Tropius. But we got Flamethrower to deal with those. Now, here's where things are going to become kind of fun. Assuming that we're going there right now and not somewhere else. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Pokemon list. So, throughout my journeys, there is another Pokemon of interest that I wound up recruiting to my team. And that would be another Cubone, who I have named Apprentice. I want to bring Apprentice along on this next journey, because I like the idea of bringing along an apprentice for various reasons, but I want you to get a little bit stronger. Because first off, you don't have a rare quality, and we have all of these gummies not going to use. So let's start boosting random stats. You're kind of at a low level right now, so you could definitely use some boosting of stuff. You got Friendly to start out with. I'm gonna keep using some more of these though. Get some random stats here. Blast Control. Not so concerned about that. Keep Friendly. If we're really lucky, you'll wind up coming across something really good here as we spam these on you. Let's see, I have riled up. Catfish has... I forget what it's called, but it's that thing that negates type disadvantages for us. Food Finder. I like that. I think I'll stop there. Do I want to use any of these? Maybe a citrus berry? Let's at least get your health up to 100. And I might boost your special attack and special defense a bit, because you do have Flamethrower. I only have 2 of these on hand, though, so here you go. Let's go ahead and head into the dungeon. Actually, let me store an apple. I wound up deciding on you having Food Finder, correct? Yeah, we don't necessarily need all these extra apples then. We'll store a couple of them, because we'll be finding plenty along the way. In fact, that means we could also store the big eater belt. Ooh, tough choice here. Yeah, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We'll save this dungeon for another time. With that said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.